Now that the deadline is coming on, what's your take on things, Auston, and losing some of the guys you did?
Yeah, it's always tough. Every year you're going to lose guys. Obviously this year's a little bit different, but I mean, we lost some great people, great teammates, obviously great players. I think it's always tough, but you just got to keep pushing forward, and obviously you wish those guys the best, and got to keep it going.
The standings are what they are. What do you want to see from the group in the next 19 games?
I mean, I think just each night taking it one game at a time, making sure that we're ready to compete each night and having fun, sticking together, putting in an effort that we can be proud of when we leave the rink. And I think it's something that we owe to one another. I think we owe to the fans that pay money to come watch us play, to go out there and put forth a good effort. So that's all we can ask for. I mean, I don't think we're looking at the standings and just kind of folding over. I mean, it's obviously not ideal, but you just take it one game at a time, and just got to go out there and play and compete and play to win.
What's your sense of the group today, Auston? Now that the deadline has passed, what's your feel?
Yeah, it's weird. It's obviously tough. Like I said, losing guys, losing good teammates and players. I think with that being said, I think it's, the energy in the room's been good. I mean, obviously, we're trying to get off of this slide, and it's a good opportunity tonight against a really good team in our division and a team that's been playing well. So we know that it's going to take all 20 guys. It's going to take a full 60 minutes, and, you've got to be able to compete, throughout the whole game.
Did you sense that the uncertainty of the situation last week was weighing on a bunch of guys?
I mean, I think it's hard for it not to, especially here. And there's always a lot of noise, but I thought guys handled it as professionally and as well as they could. I mean, everybody kind of is in different situations, so you never really know what's going to happen. Obviously, you rehold a few guys out of the last couple games, and there's always some uncertainty there, but, I think everybody handled it, like professionals. And like I said, it is what it is now, and we can't do anything else but go out and play, and this is our group, and we got to do it for one another and compete.
You've had 18 shots on the last 3 games. Are you happy with your quality shots right now?
Yeah, the opportunities have been there, and I know one's going to go in, and start to gain some momentum. But definitely over the last couple of games, there's been a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good chances. We've had the puck, I think, a lot more on the offensive side of it, so it's all good.
You mentioned tough to see those guys go. You saw Bobby grow into an NHL player, and you only had Lawton here for a year, but he's such a popular teammate. Give me a thought on just what you enjoy about playing with those two guys.
Yeah, I mean, 2 great guys. Obviously, Lottie, fit in right away. I mean, he's only here for a year. I think a lot of guys kind of knew him from the Toronto area, and just an incredible guy. And Bobby, like you said, had a long journey and a long path to get to where he is now, but, incredible guy and an incredible teammate. So, like I said, we wish those guys nothing but the best. Those are guys that, you'll keep in touch with, throughout the years. And it's, it happens all the time. There's always change and stuff like that, but those are some really good people and guys that you want to root for.
Do you have a favorite Lawton memory in his time here?
I don't know. You might have to ask me on another day. I got to think about it.
You've never had to play out the string before in your career. How, I don't want to jump the gun here, but how jangly is that for you, not having been in this position?
Yeah, it's obviously not ideal, and it's it's not fun. I mean, it's never fun losing and being in this position, in this situation. But we have to take responsibility. It's obviously on the players, and you kind of lay in the bed you make. So for us, it's tough. It's never a good time. But I mean, we can only control what's in front of us right now, and that's our attitude and our compete level and towards tonight's game, and trying to get back on the right track and trying to get hold of some games, trying to win some games, get a good feeling back in the locker room no matter what.
Brad talked about the team came out flat after the break. Why do you think that was? You guys had a tough break, 3 straight wins, and things were on the upswing. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's tough. I think we've just had those swings too much throughout the season. I think that's obviously been a bit of an issue. we'll string together like 5, 6, 7 really good games and get on a good roll, and then vice versa, we'll kind of get on a bad swing of games, 5, 6, 7 games where it's not going well, where we're disconnected, and when you go on that kind of roller coaster, and it's always a roller coaster throughout a season, no matter how good the team's playing or no matter how good things are going, there's always going to be ups and downs, but I just think our swings have just kind of been too high and then too low.
What was yesterday like for you?
Obviously not knowing is hard, but overall trying to stay off the phone and TV and everything, but obviously hard losing two really good guys, and obviously Wazzy the other day.
What's it like not knowing, and what was it like having to sit those games as well?
No, it's hard, especially for me. I think I said that I wanted to stay, want to be here, and we love it here. So I think that makes it even harder.
What was it like when you found out, you are staying?
Yeah, no, obviously a relief and obviously happy and like I said, I think since day one and kind of when that talk came out, I think been pretty clear what I wanted to do and that I still believe in this team and wanted to be here, like I said. So. No, it's a tough day. It's a weird day. Just trying to keep myself busy with the little guy and work pretty good.
There's a lot more to it than obviously just hockey, but why do you want to stay? I mean, I assume you signed here to chase another cup. So.
Yeah. No, I think, like I said, I think still believe in this team. Still think that we can do something special, and obviously haven't gone the way we wanted this year. But still like the pieces that we have and still believe in it, like I said. So.
You see the season as a one-off in all of it?
Yeah, I mean, we're not done yet. I think. Yeah, I think that's the mindset going into it right now. Take one game at a time and trying to get better, and we still have a lot to play for. I feel like, and we're all accountable for the situation that we're in, and that's something that we kind of want to improve. We want to show that we can play better, show that we, like I said, want to be a good team and play like it. So I think, like I said, I think we have a lot to play for, our fans, our teammates. So that's the mindset.
What do you think the team came out? Brad talked about the team coming out so flat after the break. You guys had the 3-game winning streak. Things were looking up, and it sort of detailed the inconsistency of the roller coaster you guys have gone through. What do you think it was after the break in particular?
It's hard to say. I wish I had the answer, obviously, but I mean, the bottom line, we got to be better. I mean, obviously, we knew that going into it was going to be big games for us, and we didn't make it easier on ourselves, that's for sure. So hard to say right now, but I think going forward we obviously need to have a better push and come out showing that.
We talked to you on that morning in New Jersey, like we thought you were going to play. Like, what was your reaction when did you know you might be sat down for those 2 games?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not. I got a call after kind of in the afternoon there. I mean, obviously I know what I signed up for, and I know I've been in the league for a long time, so I know that could happen. But obviously I didn't expect it and wasn't hoping for it.
When you go through a few days like this, do you have to mend any fences or anything? Like, do you understand?
I don't know. I was just, like I said, just happy to still be here, and that's what I wanted, and that's what my family wanted. So super excited about that, and like I said, I still have a lot of belief in this organization and love being here. I haven't really. I was trying not to think about it too much at the same time, but it was pretty tough.
What gives you that belief that this could turn around quickly?
No, I think, like I said, I think we got some special pieces here. I think obviously it's about our mindset, pushing for it, and just getting better every day. And I think, like I said, I like our pieces. That's what I like.
What was the vibe like today, just now that the deadline is passed? Like, what was your sense of the team today?
Obviously weird, losing 3 good players and unbelievable guys that you have been battling all year with. So that's sad, and that's always tough to go through, I feel like. So, but we had a good chat today. We had a good meeting, and we're looking forward to get going and push in the right direction.
Greg, what was your sense of the group today now that the deadline is done?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough day losing teammates. They got dealt yesterday. Nobody's happy about that. Probably relief in some guys, and OEL's one of them. OEL wanted to be here. He didn't want to go anywhere, so, we're glad he's still here.
Standings are what they are. What do you want to see from the group over
Yeah,
the next 19 games?
Again, I told the guys today, until we're completely out of it, we're not out of it. We got to focus on the game tonight and the effort and compete that's needed and play in the right way.
How would you describe what guys like Lawton and Bobby meant to this team?
Well, they all meant something. They all had a part and a role. The 3 guys that we lost, I thought played pretty well this year and did their job for us. We're going to miss them for sure. 2 of our better penalty killers gone. Bobby was having another good year scoring goals and doing what he does. So that's the way it goes when you're in this situation. That's the business.
I'm sure Oliver will be fired up to get back in. How much of a boost does that provide to
Yeah, for sure. It really stabilizes things back there for us with him. 2-way play and minutes and amongst other things that he's done all year long. It's been very good for us.
How critical is it that the standard is set from the leadership group at this point?
100%. That's where it starts. That's got to be a standard for sure.
What's your sense of Auston and how he's handling this?
He's been fine. Obviously, he's not happy about things and losing teammates too in the situation that we're in. He's like everybody else. Nobody is happy with that. But like I said, we can't change that. We only can go forward here, and what we do on the ice is important, and how we play is important.
I think you had a quick chat with Quillen at the end of practice. How do you see him?
Yeah, I just told him I really liked his last game with the way he played and approached the game, and he was really good, and he just says, I can be better, and most players would say. But I was just telling him I was happy with his game and how he played and competed and skated.
How about the chance of other Marlies getting in? Down?
Yeah, obviously that's something that will be discussed for sure, and going forward and see who we can get a look at and see where we're at. So yeah, that's discussions.
In the room, expected to be in this situation. How are you processing it in real time? How it's gone, especially since the Olympic break?
I'm not. Yeah, no. And listen, I don't think that right now is the right time to, process the whole thing with you guys and talk about everything that what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing. We do that at another time. Okay.